Today is October 15th, 2022. I was munching on some ribs from West Side Drive-In. So I have some ribs that I enjoyed and my teeth are still enjoying in between the teeth. So I need to work on this. I need to work on this, which is incredibly difficult. I say it's incredibly difficult because it's incredibly difficult for me. Not for everybody else, but for me, it's incredibly difficult. I have been saying this to myself for a long time. Quite a long time. These two things have been consistent for the past quite a while. On red days, I don't do that. It's weird. On green days, I don't do that. But on red days, I particularly do that because I have been habituated into recovering my losses by averaging down and not cutting my losses. Because in a lot of cases, what the market will do is it'll reward me. It'll reward me for trading incorrectly, and I have been habituated. And the individual that's inside me has no clue because it has been detached from the reality of. I suppose that's how it works. Okay. God has created me into two beings. One being is instinctual. The other being is logical. Now, let's say a train is coming by and I'm just like frozen in a deer in a headlight look. There's the logical side that says, if I go this way, how far is it? Is it off by 1 millimeter? Or if I jump this way, is it closer by 1 millimeter? And also, if wham! However, the instinctual side is, I'm out of there. So there's two. Isn't it fascinating? See, when I smile, I might have my ribs showing. Part of me. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, isn't it fascinating? Why I'm talking about ribs and Jesus Christ and Adam and Eve, isn't it? Wow. So these two things are controlled by my instinctual side, which thankfully somebody labeled as the chimp, and then me ever progressing in the form of within Christ, growing, which is the logical side. And both are, by the way, Christ's children. So I'm thinking to myself, how do I make that shift? And I made this video about poking through to living as a root and then now growing. So how do I make those two changes, which will be the breakthrough in my trading? That is a breakthrough. I didn't have a name for it. Now I do have a breakthrough. That is a breakthrough. Breakthrough. There's a ground, there's the seed, breakthrough. So how do I break through? So those two things I know about, adding to a loser and holding on to a loser too long. Those are the two potent combinations. So when I made videos about like right around the corner, right? I had a video about Guru Donuts. And they had this special on a Saturday, so people were wrapped around the corner. So God was showing me it's right around the corner, except that I was unable to label what it truly is. So the medium and the pathway for being right around the corner, and breakthrough are those two things. So when I look up, I see holding on to a loser, okay, holding on to a loser, and then adding to a loser. These are the two things that are separating between daylight and underground. So the breakthrough for me, the breakthrough is cutting losses faster and then not adding to a loser. Those are the two primary things that are keeping me underground. And in order for me to poke through, I have to poke through those two things. And in order to do that, I have to make a plan, because this is more sophisticated than just working on it on an instinctual basis.